Hello, and welcome back to the RPA Developer Production Ready Essentials training. Now that we've covered the basics of input actions and methods, let's learn how to use them when working with a text file in Notepad. Picture the following business scenario. We just went through a rebranding process and the fonts have changed. Now we need to update our working documents and templates accordingly. This kind of process applies to every department. In this demo, we will add text to a Notepad file and perform font style and size changes. So, let's begin. To start, let's create a new project, name it Notepad Demo, and add a short description about the functionality of the project. The first thing that we'll do is to create a sequence, and then open the UI Explorer, where we select Indicate Element to select an element on the screen, in our case, Notepad. As you can see, we can also identify other elements of the Notepad's interface. Second thing, we'll add an Attach Window activity and select Notepad again. As a best case practice, we'll rename all of our activities accordingly. Next, we will search for a Type Into activity, drop it into the Attach Notepad container, and type in the text that we want to edit in Notepad. Now, let's also add text while running Notepad in the background. To do that, drag in a click activity. We will use it to indicate Notepad's minimize button. And also add a type into, where we'll type another line of text that we want to edit. To add the new text on a new line, we go back to the first type into we added, select the plus button and choose Enter from the drop-down. We'll also change the properties of these three activities used. For the type into, select the Send Window Messages property, and for the click, we select the Simulate Click property. This way, they will work in the background. Let's see how we did so far. Press F5 to run it. If we open Notepad, we can see that both lines of text are there. Awesome! Now we jump to the text formatting process. First, we add a new click activity and indicate the Format button in Notepad. Second, we add an Attach Window and indicate the Format menu window. In order to be able to select this window, you have to press F2 for pausing the UI Automation tool. It will be paused for a couple of seconds in which you are able to click on Format. The menu appears and you can select the Format menu window. Next, we will drag inside the Attach Window container a click activity. Indicate here the font as before and select the Simulate Click property. If we run it, we will see that the font window opens. To choose a new font and style, first we add a new Attach Window activity, indicating the font window. Second, we drag in a Type Into to search for the font that we want to use. In our case, Arial. We add another Type Into to search for the italic font style that we need. Next, let's change the font size. Pay attention, because here's where things get tricky. We want to store in a new variable the default text size from Notepad. Add 5, as we want the new font to be 5 points bigger, and return to Notepad with the new value. To do that, we use a getText activity to capture the default text size from Notepad and capture it in a new variable. Then we use a Type Into to define the new font size with the following method. we use int to convert the variable's value to integer, add 5, and convert it back to string using .toString. The last thing we do is to add a send hotkey activity, which will close the font window with the key Enter. And let's see how we did. And here is our text file with the font style changed. Great job! Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy automation!